Okay, today we are going to solve a very interesting problem about rain falling at an angle, and a car moving at a velocity. Okay, so let's look at what they are saying. They are saying is that there's a car which is moving at a velocity of 7 meter per second. Okay, and rain appears to be falling at an angle of 37 degrees with the vertical. Okay, so let's start first with the very fundamentals. Okay, as we know in vectors, any vector has magnitude as well as direction. Okay, so let's say we have a car over here, and the car is moving with a velocity of 7 meter per second. Okay, now the car is always moving horizontal, right? There's no vertical movement to the car. So the velocity of the car as a vector can be represented as 7I. Do you agree? Okay. Now rain appears to be falling at an angle of 37 degrees. Okay. So let's say the rain is falling in this direction to the vertical. Okay. So here we have theta, and theta is 37 degrees. Okay. Now remember that because rain is falling at an angle, the rain will have a vertical component, right? We can call it Vxi, as well as a horizontal component, that is Vyj. Okay, because rain is falling at an angle. Okay, now this is the velocity of rain. So velocity of rain will have a horizontal component as well as a vertical component. Okay, now if you were to consider the velocity of rain with respect to the car, okay, typically this is given as velocity of the rain vector minus velocity of the car. As we have seen earlier, the velocity of the rain will have both the x component as well as a y component, correct? So let the velocity of the rain be Vxi, okay. Now it will be plus minus Vyj. Why minus? Because of the direction. Okay, if we take the downward direction as negative, okay, upward as positive, right as positive, left as negative. Okay, so this is the velocity of the rain. Okay, minus the velocity of the car, which as you have seen is 7I. Okay, now if I have to rearrange this in terms of I and j, what I will get is that Vx minus 7I, horizontal component, minus Vyj. So this is the velocity of the rain with respect to the car or relative to the car, and this is the horizontal component, and this is the vertical component. Okay, and now if we know the horizontal and vertical components, as we know, right? So let me draw a triangle again over here. Let's say this is the velocity of rain with respect to the car. Okay, and this is 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, then the velocity tan 37 would be the x component divided by the y component, right? Tan 37. So we'll have Vx minus 7 divided by Vy. Now here, remember this Vy is negative. Okay, why is it negative? Because the direction is downwards. So then we will get it as tan 37 is 3 by 4, okay, equals to 3 by 4, and this becomes our first equation. Now let's solve the second half of the problem. The second half of the problem states that as the velocity increases to 25 meter per second, the rain again appears to fall at an angle of 37 with the vertical. Now this is very, very interesting. So typically if you have a car, okay, and the velocity increases from 7 meter per second to 25 meter per second, then the angle which the rain makes, right, typically has to change, right? It will get more steeper. But here in this case, they said that the angle remains the same, that is 37. So how can the angle be same, that is 37 degrees Celsius? This is only possible if the direction of the rain has changed. Okay, so here the rain, when it was driving at 7 meters per second, the rain was in this direction, and the angle it was making to the vertical here, theta, was 37 degrees. Okay, now when it's driving at 25 meter per second, then the angle which it makes is this direction. Okay, so the rain is falling in this direction, and this theta is 37 degrees Celsius. It's very important to understand. Okay, and hence both of them are 37, but the direction of the rain is changing. Okay, now considering this, let's again try to use the same formula of the velocity of the rain. So this, as we know, is the velocity of the rain with respect to the car. Okay, so velocity of the rain with respect to the car equals to velocity of the rain minus velocity of the car. Okay, now velocity of the car in this space we know is going to be, let me write over here. In this case, velocity of the car is 25 I, right? Because velocity is always in the horizontal direction. Okay, whereas the velocity of the rain would be, so let me put this as x component over here, okay, and a y component over here. Okay, so this is the velocity of the rain in I, and this is velocity of the rain in j. Okay, now as you know, this is negative as well as this is negative, so both of them are negative. It's very important to understand this. Okay, so let me but first start by solving the sum. So here, if I were to consider it as Vx, it will be Vx I minus Vyj, okay, and minus 25I. So if I have to combine all of this in terms of I, okay, it would be Vx minus 25I minus Vyj. Okay, now as we can see, the horizontal component is on the left hand side, so this entire x component, right, x component, horizontal component, is actually negative. Now since it is negative, so now tan of 37 will be equals to negative, right, of it's negative over here, right, because it's in the opposite direction, left, pointing towards the left, upon minus Vy. Okay, and tan 37, as we have said, is 3/4. So if I have to solve this equation, I will get 3/4 equals to Vx minus 25 upon Vy, or in other words 3 Vy equals to 4 Vx minus 100, and this is our second equation one side. So we have, now let's look at the two equations that we had derived. The first equation was 3/4 equals to Vx minus 7 upon minus Vy. So expanding this, we get minus 3 Vy equals to 4 Vx minus 28. 3 Vy, I'll take the minus sign opposite, minus 4 Vx plus 28. So this is the equation 1. Okay, now the equation 2 that we got on the on the previous page was 3 Vy equals to 4 Vx minus 100. So if you have to solve these two equations, they're very simple to solve. So if you have to solve this, you get, let me just replace 3y. So you have minus 4 Vx plus 28 equals to 4 Vx minus 100, right? Solving this equation, I would say 128 equals to 8 Vx and Vx equals to 16. Okay, and similarly Vy can be derived as 12 meter per second, 16 meter per second. Okay, so this is the y component and this is the x component. Okay, as we have seen, this is the velocity of the rain. Okay, and we have now the x component Vx I, and we also have the y component, that is Vyj. Okay, now if you have to find the actual magnitude of the rain velocity, then it's very simple. As we know, you do the square root of 12 square plus 16 square, that is 144 plus 256. So you get square root of 400, which is 20 meter per second, is the magnitude of the velocity of the rain with respect to the ground. Okay, or the actual velocity. And what will the direction of this vector be? The direction of this vector, as we know, is 37 degrees to vertical.